You're listening to the Incomparables Total Party Kill podcast, in which a group of friends play Dungeons & Dragons on the internet for your amusement. This is episode number 98, posted January 2017. The corpse is dead.
So, I will tell you, you're all floating. This is an unusual experience for some of you. And you can't shift. And you're gonna, your ability to move from beyond the square that you're in is gonna be dependent on some interesting things that happen.
Physics. Or magic.
Mine's actually 18, not that it makes actually any difference.
Physics are a myth.
Can you guys add yourselves to the
I always thought of physics as more of a mister, but that could just be me.
Sexist.
Where is my
That's
helm for
myth or physics?
Physics?
Myth or physics?
Physics is a lady, and you gotta treat her right, or she'll smush you into
Oh, and I'm the sexist.
flat thing.
Yep. We established that already. A while ago, in fact.
Keep up.
How do I add?
Sexism can't harm her. She's got
All
mental armor. Garden of death.
Did everyone's got their initiative in there?
Yep.
I
Yeah.
do.
I am not.
I
sure
wisely
if I
rolled the same
20.
number as last time.
Smart.
How is 19 so low? You guys roll good initiative.
I
All right.
wasted a 20 on initiative.
Okay. So, who is first?
Probably
Flessa is
me.
first. So, Flessa, you are floating.
Wee,
in
this is wonderful.
the middle of the chamber. I just kind of threw you in a random point. So you are free to take your actions from where you are,
Okay.
or try and figure out how to move around.
Well, Flessa doesn't know a lot about physics, but I do. Well, maybe not a lot. I'm think what Flessa would probably do is see a helmed horror, a thing she knows to fear, and just try to throw a dagger at it. And
Okay.
what I know about physics tells me she might go backwards flying against the wall, but she probably wouldn't think of that. So I
Do
am
you want
just
to try?
yeah, I'm going to huck my dagger at that one down
All
the
right.
bottom
You've
right.
got two helmed horrors. You're going to pick the one on the right.
Correct. And
dungeon
just with
stage right, not Flessa right. So
yes, exactly. And then I'm going to just do a plain old sly flourish because I don't really know what's going on in here.
okay.
So it's a 27 to hit.
Woo!
Yeah, that definitely hits a helmed horror. Do I even need to check? I will never check numbers that low high again. All right.
Thank
And
you.
did
You're
10
making me
damage.
nervous. Yep, 10 damage.
All right. Yeah, the helmed horrors not that threatening. These are the kind of the cannon.
I mean,
fodder
are
of
these?
the
I
dungeon
guess
at
they're
this point.
they're floating, so they're not flat-footed. But do I have combat advantage against them?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, that's fine.
They were just as surprised to see you as you were to see them.
Right.
And they seem slightly more confident in their floating situation.
Okay.
Do you want to try moving?
All right. So throwing the dagger didn't have any effect on where
Nope.
I was. Oh, okay.
There do seem to. This does, before the physics nerds start crafting long emails at me. First, I watch The Flash every week. Physics is made up. Second,
Right.
this is this
Magic.
room, though you seem to have some weightlessness properties to it. There's probably as much magic as science at work here. In fact, a lot of magic because the room is totally covered in arcane symbols, not physics equations.
Okay. Well,
Take
as far
that-
as I'm
take that,
concerned,
nerds.
physics
how is that
equations
different?
are arcane
There you
symbols. I am going to try to move to my north, basically back toward the wall
All right.
next to Malekith.
Why
So I'm
don't
going
you
to try to
make-
do it by swimming.
All right, you're going to
Yep.
try and swim. Why don't
Imagine
you
you're in a
make,
cartoon.
make an intelligence or wisdom check?
Oh, great.
Your choice.
Let's see. Let's go with. I guess my wisdom is better than my intelligence. That's for sure. So 10.
You can move one square.
Oh, wee.
You find yourself swimming through the air. You're just paddling as quick as you can, and you move about 5 feet.
Hooray!
All right, you all set?
Yep.
Peter, you're next. Rizwan, you're after Peter. Peter, how's it going? You're floating in the middle of the room.
I would like to see if there's a way to meet. I have this mosquito-y guy near me, like
Yep.
10 feet away. Can I do something to try and attempt to move closer to him so that I might hit him with my long sword?
Sure, make an intelligence check.
How do I do that?
Uh,
Or wisdom check?
That's a bad
I'd prefer
sign.
Or
wisdom
wisdom.
check. I just roll a d20 and see if it's if.
And then add your modifier.
Oh, and add my modifier. Okay, yeah. So can I make a wisdom check?
Yeah, do it.
You said intelligence or wisdom. I'm way better at wisdom than intelligence. Let's just say that. Oh, that's a 7.
You find yourself unable to move at all. You swing your sword wildly in the direction of the Sturge, and though it is a long sword, it's not quite long enough. The Sturge flails back at you with the same level of effectiveness.
Okay, well, I'm going to then I'm going to use a minor action and issue a divine challenge to the ding dong in the southwest corner.
I don't know if I should be acknowledging that kind of language, as it discredits the world that I have built for all of you. But the ding dong is divinely challenged.
All right, and then I think I'm done. I think that's all I can. Can I? So was that my action or my move that I did there?
That was your move, and then you did
a minor of the challenge.
Minor. So you've got a standard. If you could think of a way to use your standard,
well, you can convert it to a move.
Yeah, I could give it another try, right?
You can't.
I can't. All right. Well, then I'm just gonna float. I'm gonna float.
A standard can become a move, right?
I'm gonna do a ranged basic attack that is terrible and has no effect.
Steve, he definitely could do another move, but currently, the property of the room is that his speed is 0.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just use my 10 versus AC on the bug, on the mosquito. I assume that misses.
Yes.
Okay, that's it. I'm done. I threw a penny at him and it missed because he's this tiny bug.
I don't know where. Yeah, where do you, usually it's I grab a rock from the floor of the dungeon.
I had pocket lint. There's no rocks. Lint in my pocket.
You got pocket lint. Yeah. All right.
Big turn, Peter.
Rizwin, you are floating in the middle of a room. There are arcane symbols all around you.
Mm-hmm. What should I roll to notice that it takes people a wisdom or intelligence check to move?
You know that innately.
Sweet. So what is this thing in the upper right hand corner?
That's a corpse.
The corpse, right?
Yep, that's a corpse.
Is it a live corpse or is it a dead corpse?
It looks quite dead.
Cool. So I know that helmed horrors aren't that bright or that wise, so they're probably never going to be able to move. And what about this Sturge? Do I know anything about its intelligence or wisdom?
You suspect that it's not. It's
the helmed horror was fairly feebly attempting to move.
Yeah,
so.
Helmed horrors have crossbows and can teleport. Just keep that in mind.
Oh,
that Sturge does not have a crossbow.
Well, okay. I'm going to try and move next to the helmed horror in the lower right-hand corner, or the lower left-hand corner.
Okay.
So I roll 1d20 plus 5 to move. I rolled a 10.
You can move 1 square.
Sweet. Well, I'm going to move 1 square right here. Is this close enough to hit him? All right. Yes. I guess I can move there instead. It's probably better, huh?
Either way is good.
So Lindor's hammer. Plus 9. 14 against AC.
That will not hit a helmed horror.
Very well.
Your hammer clatters off its magical armor. It gives you a stern look, as stern as an empty, magically enchanted suit of armor can give.
Okay, I'm going to cast, Favor of the Gods on Flessa. So Flessa, if you miss an attack roll, feel free to re-roll it.
Good choice.
And that is my turn.
All right, cool. Kay, you're next. Alestrin, you're on deck.
All right. So floating in kind of the middle right of the room. I am going to use Jolt of Lightning. And I'm going to target the ding dong closest to me, which is this guy. Plus 9. Oof, that's not going to be very good. It's a 15 versus Fortitude.
Its Fortitude is 15.
Oh, yes!
Woo!
I get to hit something tonight.
Yes.
Kay was having some bad times with her staff, but she's ready to rock now. This is going to be D10 plus 6. Oops. 10 damage. And that dude cannot take opportunity attack actions until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
And then... Go ahead.
Yep. Nope. The thing I thought I was going to say is wrong, so I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
Wise choice.
So in addition, I'm going to action point, and I'm going to do the same thing up to this guy.
The corpse is dead.
So far,
the
corpse
corpse
has not done anything beyond the normal corpse-like properties.
Never mind.
I mean,
this one.
you have fought a lot of things that seem more than that were dangerous corpses. This corpse is just floating. It does look like, as you look at it and evaluate it as a target. It's riddled with crossbow bolts. So.
Yeah, so maybe we'll avoid the corpse. Kay has decided that, it might not be the druidy thing to do to light up something with lightning when they're not actually
Although if you can paddle over there, free crossbow bolts.
If only I shot crossbows. But I do shoot lightning, and I'm going to gonna action point.
Starter set's right over there in the corpse.
I'm gonna action point and hit the
Surge.
The surge, yeah, that's right. 22 versus fortitude.
All right, that'll definitely kill, or not kill, but endanger
I think
a
you're
large
right
mosquito.
I'll take that 11 damage.
All right, this is not good for the Sturge is bloodied.
Lovely.
And looks rather frantic as it flaps pathetically in the air.
And it cannot take opportunity actions till the end of my next turn. And then in addition to that, I'm going to just go ahead and move back behind Malik.
You can't. So it is.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I can't because I have to
move.
float. Because I have to float.
You can try floating.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Down
what
here, we
is
all float.
Okay. Do I have to roll something to float?
Yep. Intelligence or wisdom will determine your speed for the turn.
All right. Intelligence or wisdom. Well, I am pretty wise, so.
Pennywise, you might even say.
No.
Yeah.
I might not.
Oh boy.
Because down here we all float.
Yeah, you said that.
All right. Am I just rolling D20 plus my wisdom modifier?
Come on, man.
That's
Tough
22.
crowd.
Hope floats.
All right,
I hear that hope
you can
floats.
move up to 3 squares.
Hope does not float. No.
Okay.
You've heard
then
wrong.
I'm going to go 1.
Can't believe Sandy Bullock lied to me.
3. I just kind of swim, use a side stroke to swim and grab Malik and Peter and pull myself behind them.
Yep. So far, you have been the most successful at moving around in this strange physics enchanted world. Remember, the helmed horrors are down. All right, Alestrin.
Alestrin feels no need to move. He likes where he's at, directly between 2 ding-dongs. And
between 2 ding-dongs.
You're not going to touch those 2 ding-dongs? Really?
The successor to Between Two Ferns?
Yeah.
Torn between 2 ding-dongs. And he's not an intelligent man, but he is very wise, and so he figures if he takes a shot at the guy directly to his east and another shot directly to his west, he will stay where he's at. So I will do a twin strike.
Arrows. Yeah.
1 for each helmed horror. Before I do that, I will make the helmed horror on my right my quarry.
Can he be your quarry? Isn't he further than the other one?
Yeah, I think your left guy has to be the quarry.
You make a very good point. You're right. He's my quarry.
I was just amazed that you remembered to mark someone as your quarry. So.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'll make him my first shot then.
Okay.
That'll show him.
Take that, guy, for being on my west.
Stupid ding-dong.
Stupid ding-dong. Ooh, that one's not so great. That's a 14 versus AC.
The AC is better than that. So you miss your quarry.
Okay, but since I missed that arrow is going to bounce back and hit the other guy on the other side of me. So I quickly
don't understand the physics of this, but
it's magic. It's not physics.
It's magic.
Yeah,
I do the splits so that the arrow can pass safely between my legs.
This seems unnecessarily
between
risky.
2 ding-dongs. It all makes sense.
As risky as it needs to be. And that, unfortunately, is 17 versus AC.
That will also miss. So Alestrin is just Alestrin's arrow is just ricocheting around the room, and everyone is like, "Why does this guy have a bow and arrow? This is so dangerous."
Yeah,
maybe that one goes into the corpse too.
Yeah.
Not only that, but I'm going to use my elven accuracy to reshoot that guy on the left.
Oh yeah, Steve's turn is always the longest at the start of the encounter.
Regular accuracy.
Oh, good God. That one is an 11 versus
and
AC,
that
so there goes that encounter
is
power.
elven accuracy.
That's right. But I still have the second shot of my twin strike. One of these is sure to hit.
Subparagraph 3, section 2.
I'm picturing a Lestrin just floating in a big circle.
All right.
Shooting random directions.
I'm engaging Death Blossom. It's never been tried. This one is a 23 versus AC.
All right, you're going to hit
Please tell me that hits.
That hits. Tell me about damage on your non-quarry.
God. On my non-quarry, I do 11 points of damage. That's the guy.
That Helm Tor is bloodied and looks like it's not doing so great. Anything else, Alestrin?
No, I'm pretty sure I've taken care of just about everything I need to do.
All right. Acrid, you're floating in the center of a chamber. There are magic runes all around you.
Okay. I am going to I take a deep breath in, and I stare at the bloodied Helm Tor, and then I unleash a spew of acid and vomit and extra acid from the cube acid towards the Helm Tor.
Yeah, it's like 7-layer dip. Yeah.
It's like it's super acid here.
That stuff is gross enough to start with.
Guacamole is made of acid, right? That's why
reflex.
That's a fact.
Let's see. So is that 20 versus reflex?
That's 20 versus reflex.
Yeah, you have no trouble coating that Helm Tor in acid.
Good. 8 points of damage.
All right, that Helm Tor is barely there. It's like it's starting. The magic inside it is flickering like an old light bulb.
So I tried to do my little doggy paddle thing and move right to the center area.
So make an intelligence or wisdom, whichever one you want first, and that'll tell you how many squares you can move.
I'll do intelligence.
Do it.
Oh dear.
2.
You find that you are just swimming in space.
Yeah.
So,
I meant to do that.
Did you have an intelligence bonus?
Yeah. 3.
You know, it's important to you feel really confident in your ability to tread water. You didn't sink. So
that's all that matters.
Yep. Acrid, are you all set?
I can do that, and I can do an action. I can shoot a dagger at the same time as I'm trying to swim around.
Yeah, do it.
I might as well.
You got something that shoots daggers?
Well, I mean, it's called an arm, awesome. Steve.
Whoa.
It's like a bow that grows from your shoulder.
You've got an arm that shoots daggers?
I do.
I had a robot that did that once.
That is some badass Cenobite stuff you got going on over there.
It's very seasonal for February when these episodes air or whenever.
I shoot it around and it just kind of flungs out as I'm flailing.
Yeah, guys, it's dangerous to be just like flinging things around in this 0G empty small room. So just like, aim for the whites of their magic.
I pretend that I was just yawning, and that's what I meant to do.
Just stretching your dagger arm, Yep. Yeah. All right.
Your dagger
Melik,
shooting
you
arm.
ready?
I'm ready.
All right. What does Melik do?
Magic runes, you say?
Oh, yeah.
I already like it.
The magic runes are way more interesting than these idiots that we're fighting. So what kind of action would it be for me to try to figure out the purpose of these symbols on the floor here?
I point to myself floating. I just like going like...
You want to study the glyphs on the ceilings or on the floor?
Yeah.
Kill him first.
Okay, but what kind of action is it? Minor?
Yeah, sure.
Right. So my first thing will be a minor action to try to decipher what... I think there's probably more to this room than just anti-gravity box.
Mm-hmm.
So I have rolled a total of 18 on Arcana.
Okay. You think that with an 18, you're not entirely sure. From figuring out what's going on, you think that the glyphs on the floor and ceiling are some kind of gravity glyphs. With an 18, I think that's the best you can figure out from them.
All right.
You think that, basically, there's glyphs on the floor and the ceiling. The ones on the floor are pushing you up, and the ones on the ceiling are pushing you down.
Interesting.
Glyph mites and glyph tights.
Yeah.
My next question is about the doors to the south.
Yeah.
Is there a handle on this side? Like, will they open in or out?
Let me just consult.
Which is most inconvenient to you?
Yeah, which one do you want it to be? It's the other one.
I want it to be the one where I will be able to open it.
I just want to make sure I get this right, because I think... so there is no handle on either the door to the south or north, but each door, Melik would recognize them. Somebody else maybe wouldn't notice, but you're an arcane individual. They have identical glyphs on the doors.
All right.
But no handle or doorknob.
And are there hinges on this side, meaning they would open inwards, or are there not hinges on this side, meaning they would open outwards?
You know what? There's not even hinges. That seems strange. Especially
magic.
You came in through one, right?
Yeah.
Magic.
All right.
I don't know if you necessarily want to disable these glyphs at this point. These guys are hanging somewhat immobile.
Well, my theory is that we're being leached of our life force or something in here, and that's why that guy's dead.
I feel pretty good.
The guy that's filled with crossbow
bolts?
bolts?
I'm thinking maybe it was crossbow bolts.
Yeah, I don't... Melik, you hand in your CSI license.
Magical
he was leached of his life from crossbow bolts. That's the leeching.
He was dead, and then he was riddled with crossbow bolts by confused ding-dongs who weren't used to floating around.
All right, hang on. I'm not getting this. We're going to need some yarn to string around the room.
Melik is not actually sure if that corpse is not just like some kind of like porcupine or something. It looks pointy.
It's headcanon.
I would like to move. So I'm going to roll an intelligence thing.
Okay.
Total of 13.
With a 13, you can move up to 2 squares. Feel free to swim in whatever direction you like. All right.
3, 2, 3. I would like to use my mage hand to attempt to open the south door.
There is no door or knob.
No door. Oh my God, it's going back.
There's no knob.
Your mage hand has changed reality. It's not as useless as you thought.
I don't know that I have anything that would let me erase these runes that I like so very little.
You got a mage hand.
The mage hand could try to just like scuff them out.
Let's try that. I would like to try to
Please
scuff
do the ones
out
on the ceiling,
runes.
not the ones on the floor. Or the other way around. Wait.
You're gonna try. They seem to be, you poke at them with the mage hand. They're really they're engraved into the floor. This isn't just chalkwork here. Somebody has put a lot of work into magicking up this room. It's and it looks like it's built to last. This has been here for a while.
About a magic missile,
Melik. Yeah.
We're gonna need a bigger mage hand.
This is gonna be a problem. All right. Enough fooling around. If I still have an attack after all that, I'm gonna magic missile the bloody ding dong.
All right. I will acknowledge what you said.
I'm going to refer to you as Moilek from now on. No reason.
You guys are the worst. And also the best. All right, your magic missile catches the helmed horror, a supremely evil Dungeons & Dragons creature that I've created in this great world for you, or a ding-dong, if you will. Catches him in the head, and he's spinning in place. That helmed horror seems like
now he's just
no
a horror,
longer a
the helm has been removed.
Yeah. Or is he just a helm without the horror?
I don't know. Ask Moilek.
Makes you think. Melik, anything else?
No, it seemed like plenty.
All right, that was good because you robbed the helmed horror of a turn. The other helmed horror is going to let's see. Well, Rizwin, you engaged with him, so
I did.
He is going to swing his fiery greatsword at you. 25 versus AC.
Yep,
well, that's
that
pretty
hits.
great.
All right, and
Lucky shot.
you will take 14 damage.
Ouch.
And the ding dong takes 7 damage because he didn't attack me.
I thought you did that on this. Oh yeah. Huh.
Oh
well,
yeah.
All right. Good paladin.
That's radiant
All
damage, but it probably doesn't matter. 7.
He doesn't care. He does not recognize the glory that is Bahamut.
Well,
it's just a magic suit of armor.
Ding dong. Yeah, they don't.
Just a ding dong.
All right, Melik. It occurs to you that probably the real horror in this room is not the helm.
It's friendship.
It's not friendship. It's not you. It's what happens when a gravity glyph malfunctions. Suddenly, all of the gravity glyphs kind of flicker, and some of them are too strong, and some of them are too weak, and you all find yourselves kind of flung against the floors and ceiling. Everybody, make a saving throw.
I will not.
Including the helmed horror.
19.
Malik, I will tell you, because you were studying the runes, you'll get a +2 bonus.
Great. That'll take me up to 8.
That's not enough.
Got a 5.
Oh.
I had a 10.
10's enough.
3.
3. Guys, these are not good rolls. You guys understand that you want to roll high numbers, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was low. Can we re-roll?
All right. Did everyone have a chance to roll?
Mm-hmm.
So I did not roll very high on damage, so it's not a huge deal. You all get flung about, and some of you, you get banged into the wall, the ceiling or the floor a little bit, and then the room stabilizes. If you failed the saving throw, which is below a 10, most of you, you take 3 damage. The helmed horror took some damage. The Sturge is dead.
Oh
no!
If you made the saving throw, is it no damage?
No damage.
Sweet. Actually, I found that fun. It was like tumbling in the air. This is the greatest room ever, you guys. I don't want to leave.
Well, you can stay here.
It's
no fun. No
I kind of
fun.
want to swim over to Flessa and give her a high five right now.
All right,
This is the sort of thing I was expecting to happen.
Why don't you tell us these things? You don't always have to be so arcane, dude.
You seem to enjoy killing stuff.
Give us a little warning.
Flessa, it's your turn.
We can't read these runes.
Okay, grumpy boss. Is there something I should be doing besides trying to kill that last armor guy?
I can't think of anything.
All right, Mr. Know-It-All. I am going to try to move. So, make that check.
Is gravity back to floating, or are we?
Yep, you've restored to floating in the middle of the room.
I'm assuming with a 5 I cannot move anywhere. So
nope.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so this guy's just out of range, so I'm going to just throw a dagger at him with a -2 penalty, which I don't have in my macro. But
just do your macro and take 2 away.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to slide
16.
flourish. So that is do we remember what the armor class of a helmed horror is?
Higher than 16.
Higher than 16.
Means I'm going to use my heroic effort and turn that into a 20.
Actually, I believe you have. You could do that. You also had a reroll that Rizwin gave you if you wanted to save the heroic.
Oh yeah,
use that.
That's right. All right, then I will do that.
Reroll.
What was first? I forget. Is it Favor of the Gods? Is that what you did, Rizwin?
Yeah, Favor of the Gods. It's just a reroll.
Yeah, I think you got it.
Well, I rolled. Thanks God, because I rolled a 31 that time. Technically, it's a 29.
Thank Agma.
Thank Agma. Woo.
All right, you get the helmed horror with a dagger.
Okay,
a second dagger.
11 points of damage.
Okay, that helmed horror is bloodied.
How many daggers do you carry around with you, Flessa?
I have a magic
17,
one,
18?
so it automatically comes back into my hand after I throw it. It's really cool, and it's shiny.
Oh, wow.
I had a rogue that did not have a magic dagger for the first 12 levels, so you got to play the dagger management game of how many daggers do I have left? How many daggers have I thrown?
That sounds awesome.
Real fantasy escapism there. Dagger accounting.
and then you have to make sure they all fit into your backpack with the little Tetris organization.
Yeah.
You have
too
too
many
many daggers.
Is there a mini game for that?
Room.
I love mini games.
Inventory management is the mini game in many games. That is
the encumbrance mini game. That's my favorite.
Flessa, anything else on your turn?
Nope, that is all.
All right, Peter.
I just kind of flip in place, wee.
All right, Peter. Peter's gonna find out. He's gonna do a check to find out what his speed is, and it's gonna be. I rolled a 16.
2 squares.
2 squares. Well, that's great.
Magic anti-gravity. What are you going to do? Do you guys know what direction you're moving in? That would be a good group decision to make.
Sure.
To the south, I think.
I guess there's another door.
Try to get to the south and then figure out this door.
All right. I am going to, now that I've moved, I'm going to make my excellent ranged basic attack at the Ding Dong.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 12 versus AC, so that will miss.
Just lint everywhere.
I will provide then once again, I will give him my Divine Sanction, Divine Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
as a minor, and I'm done.
All right. Rizwin?
Sonlinnor's hammer.
Do it.
What?
13.
I'll say.
All right. You're keeping this Helmtor busy, but you are not doing a lot of damage to him. But I mean, that's not totally your job, right?
Yeah, I guess not.
Do you want to move?
Yeah, I probably should. But that will provoke an attack of opportunity, right?
It would, this is the one creature that Kay did not deny an opportunity attack from. So yeah, the Helmtor could swing at you if you try and swim past him.
But he would take damage because he's divine sanctioned, right?
I believe so.
I will attempt to move.
All right.
17.
You could move up to 3 squares if you wanted.
Sweet. I'm going to move. Let's see. That's a good place to move. 1, 2, 3.
All right. You swim kind of across the chamber. You're by the doors. They're again doors. They're like located just like in the center of the wall, right? Because you're like 10 feet up, 10 feet to go above you to the ceiling. And there's it's the idea of a door. There's a big stone thing set in a doorway here, but there's no knob, no handle. There's just one big glyph kind of carved into the center of the door.
We're all philosophical again. The idea of a door.
To the south is the metaphysical concept of a door.
Now, the Helmtor is going to swing at you as you swam away from him. Peter, does your Divine Sanction interrupt or just damage him if he hits?
Target takes radiant damage the first time each round when it targets any of your allies with an attack that doesn't include you as a target. So this would be the one time in this round.
And he targeted whether he hit or not.
Yeah.
So roll the damage. Rizwin,
he gets 7.
I don't think
it's 7 automatic.
And he rolled a 13 versus your AC.
He misses me.
He's regretting that now, huh?
I mean, can a Helmtor feel regret?
He's regretting.
We're really
tried
getting
to attack,
here.
but the ding dong a hacky gonna miss the girl.
Okay, it is your turn.
Okay.
Just shake that off.
Oh boy,
Shake
yeah.
it off.
Anything to
We'll
stop
start on
the
Taylor
singing.
Swift next.
Okay, I'm going to target that last
Quick,
ding
someone
dong.
cast Windwall.
Quickly.
As a
I don't have a reason.
It's been 3 hours since an Oasis reference. We have to make quota.
It has not.
Okay. 25 versus Fortitude.
Oh yeah. Tell me about damage. Which attack
All
was
right.
this?
This was a lightning bolt again. Jolt of lightning.
All right. Damage?
D10 plus 6. Ooh, almost max. 15 damage.
All right. That is just
Nice.
enough to lightning crackles through the Helmtor, the menacing foot soldiers of Undermountain, and the magic light inside him flickers and dies, and there's just an empty suit of armor kind of floating there haplessly in space.
R.I.P. Ding Dong.
So it's just you guys, a corpse, and a room that is slowly killing you by slamming you against the floors and ceilings.
I'm casting Healing
That
Word on
sitcom
myself.
is a little bit overtitled.
Kay, did you want to try to move?
Let me think. I think that for now I'm okay.
Okay.
I may try. Let's see. I am going to cast my Knack for Success, and I'm going to give a power bonus +2 to their next attack rolls, and I'm going to do that to Orlestrant since he's coming up behind me.
Though there do not seem to be any targets left to attack, is the one thing.
That's true, but
But-
can we attack the runes?
You could.
Oh, and risk being thrown up against the walls again.
You
Yeah.
can do lots of things. This is a game we create together with our imagination, where it kills you.
Yeah, I don't think
I
messing with
imagine
the rooms
Flessa
had anything
has
to do with
ice
us
cream.
Flipping around.
Do they have ice cream in Dungeons and Dragons? It's kind of a sad place. So.
Of course, why not?
They do.
Yeah, it is, but it's a close relative of the gelatinous cube is the problem.
Never
What
again.
about a gelatinous cube? Like, gelato.
Yeah,
That is the
It's a
worst,
gelatinous
the worst
cube. That's amazing.
version of ice cream and gelatin. Oh god.
you know what? The dessert market in Waterdeep is just waiting to be disrupted. That's all I'm saying.
Well, we've already got this sandwich
They
shop
have ice
thing
cream.
going.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have chocolate, so everybody eats carob and they think it's good.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right. Speaking of things we
Okay,
think are
well-
good,
Oh,
but are
burn.
actually no,
yeah.
it's okay.
So I'm deliberating on considering attacking runes and relay that to people, but also relay my concern of being tossed up and down against the wall. And generally, hey guys, what are we doing? And should we pay attention to the corpse? Are we worried that the corpse is going to come alive?
I'm not concerned about a corpse. It's floating around full of arrows.
And it probably doesn't have anything that will help us, otherwise it probably would have gotten out, but maybe it's worth searching.
Flessa's near the corpse.
Sure.
I would love it if Rizwin and Alestrin could figure out if they can get out that door somehow. They can open that door or force it open.
Are we still in combat, technically?
Oh, yeah. We probably should be if the...
You should keep moving in order because the room is still a threat. So, Kay, did you decide if you want to do anything else on your turn?
Yeah, unless we have decided that we want to attack the runes or attack the door, I'm all set.
Okay. So, Alestrin, you are an archer without any targets.
Interesting. Rizwin, did you roll well when you saw the door was sort of not a door?
I think I just described it.
I didn't roll.
Free.
Yeah. You didn't roll. Okay.
You just saw that with your eyes.
I'm going to try to float over there and do a perception check and see if I can pick anything up.
Okay. Do you want to roll intelligence or wisdom first to float in that direction?
I will roll wisdom.
All right.
And
this should be good.
Wow.
I am super wise, dude. That actually is a 14.
Surprisingly wise.
You could move up to 2 squares.
Okay, I'm going to move 1.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like
unless I can just move straight through this facade of a door here.
Nope, there does seem to be a door there. There are some glyphs carved into the door.
Do they seem like they'd be something I could potentially defile? Or are they deeply carved?
Do you want to... Why don't you
pee on the door, Steve? Pee on the door.
Don't pee on things.
Is this door green by any chance?
Let me give you astronaut training lesson 1. Don't pee on stuff in 0G. It's a bad idea.
Is there an electric fence on this door?
Alestrin, why don't you roll Arcana check as you look at those
Arcana?
rules.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to do Perception, but if you say Arcana is better, I'll do Arcana.
I mean, you can perceive that there are runes with Perception. You could figure out what they do with Arcana.
Okay, all right. So you're telling me I'm an idiot.
I didn't say it, but
it took you a while to figure that out, so yes.
Yeah, I only get a 12 on Arcana.
You are not sure the nature of these runes. You think they're magic in nature.
Do I still have enough of an action left to try and wipe them off the door?
They look like they are these are not things that are done in chalk or blood. These are like
glowing there.
These are carved into the very nature of this door / the floor and ceiling. These are heavy duty magic work here.
Is there anything I could do with rope?
I mean, that would not totally take a year off my life. Probably not.
Then I will do something with rope.
So it is done.
And did that help?
Nope. And I am 1 year older.
All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Shoot, I didn't even hear that part. I wasn't paying attention.
So
you seem
my
more
life
mature.
essence is slowly fading away. Can it be Akron's turn now, Steve?
You tell me. I don't know if I got moves left.
It's pretty sure Akron's turn. So
wait, I'm going to shoot the corpse.
Nope, Akron's turn. Akron, how are you doing?
Oh, lordy.
Oh, it's like Saw. That corpse is responsible for everything.
That's totally Jigsaw in the corner.
Spoilers.
Such spoilers.
For a 20-year-old terrible movie. 10-year-old.
So, is there any noise at the door that we hear? The one where Rizwin is?
I don't think anyone has used their ears for anything.
Nope.
Well, I was going to do Perception, but you told me to do Arcana.
I tell you to do lots of things. This was the first time you ever listened to me. It was
why?
It was on
why did I do that?
Okay, I'm gonna try to swim towards the door.
Where did Alestrin just go?
He's got a
gone.
You hurt his feelings.
Gone.
He left.
Okay. 15.
With a 15, you can move 2 squares.
Okay, so I'm going to move 2 squares, and then I'm going to throw out gently, just kind of like push out my grappling hook and rope so that everyone else can kind of grab hold of it and we can pull them back to this door so this doesn't take us, all day to get to the door.
Okay.
So I throw it towards the middle towards Kay so that everyone else can kind of swim towards the rope and we can kind of pull them in towards the door.
And I grab it.
I'll say it's still, it's hard to throw a rope in 0G, and it's still tricky to kind of swim through. But
is it really?
Yeah, that'll
I'm
give
just
everybody
asking.
an extra square of movement to climb along that rope. Is that reasonable?
Okay, fair enough.
I like it.
All right.
I hold on to Riswin so I can get towards the door, by the way.
Okay. Did you want to do anything else?
I'm going to listen to the door.
Okay. It is quiet.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And there's no doorknobs or anything?
Just a big sigil.
Or
glyph. I guess I'm using the
sigil mean anything to me? Can I roll like history?
You could roll Arcana.
I'll try. What could be the worst thing that goes wrong, right?
Never ever ask that.
Read it out loud, see what happens.
20!
Oh wow! So
woohoo!
I know
something.
You study the glyph carefully, and no one else has had a chance to do so. But you realize that carved into this door is a rather large glyph of teleportation, and if you made contact with it, it would teleport you somewhere.
Oh, this could be very bad. This could be very bad or very good.
Do you want to do that, or do you want to?
Do I want to do that? No, not without everyone else here. No.
Who has the teleportation ring?
So what do we all hold hands and then touch it?
Yeah, exactly.
Is there?
Have we seen this glyph anywhere else?
It looks very similar to the one on the northern door.
On the northern door of this room.
No, the northern door of the Sistine Chapel.
Of legends.
You never know. It could be at the beginning or the room where the vampire's waiting for us. Or
This
Diane.
whole game is just buzz marketing for the new Tom Hanks movie.
The northern door of your
northern
own
door.
home.
I'm going to wait till everyone's near us.
Okay, so you'll wait. That seems totally reasonable. Melik, how's it going?
Pretty good.
How are you?
I would like to also study the glyph on the southern door.
Mm-hmm.
I will roll my Arcana. I got a 21.
Okay, it's a teleportation glyph.
All right.
Totally worth it.
I'll tell you, you got a little bit better than Acrid. You would know that it would teleport someone who touches it a short distance. So it's not to the other side of a kingdom, but it could be somewhere else.
Other side of a door, maybe.
Probably not. Probably somewhere within Undermountain. Probably not like up
other
to
side
Waterdeep.
of a metaphysical concept of a door.
Could be, or could be to a realm beyond your imagination, but probably not.
My instinct.
Oh, I hope it's that. That
is
sounds cool.
We should try to break down this door. I'm not sure how well we'll do at that since we can't move. But it's either teleport out or break through something. Anyone have an opinion on that?
I can try and break it down and then touch it.
Both sound good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would wait till we're all near
we all need to
each
get over
other
to the
before
door.
anyone teleports. Like, we should all be as a group so that we can teleport together and someone doesn't... If it's in the opposite room and you're filled with, 20 Helm Torers, you're not alone.
We could also try to go to the northern door and then...
What would that room be filled with? I need ideas.
Diane?
Little
maybe?
tiny happy pandas.
Jelly bellies.
Cupcakes and
I love
sparkles.
Okay.
And
got
puppies and kitties.
All right.
The other thing is
boy.
that the
Evil
northern
puppies
door,
and
there are
kitties
still a
incoming.
couple of rooms we hadn't explored before this one.
We could swim that way.
Maybe the room is full of ale.
I think we need to get
But
out
not completely
of this room.
full. There needs to be room for my head.
I think we need to get out of this room as quickly as possible.
Because it is going to deal you
Yes.
damage. And especially now that all the enemies are going to take, it's basically going to be moving and taking damage. So
Well, let's just teleport. Honestly, how much worse could it be than this?
I agree.
Could be worse.
So
I'm
much
just saying.
worse.
You say that.
I rolled a 16 on my intelligence to move. How far can I go?
2 squares.
Oh.
You could
That's
just
exciting.
grab hold of the rope.
So
Okay.
3 squares.
3 squares.
1,
Just-
2, 3.
Is there a rope floating around in
There's
here
a
now?
There's a
rope
rope.
that you
There
could
is.
just grab
We
hold of
did
and
something
pull
with
you
rope.
all the way to the door.
You did something with rope. I love it.
I am going to magic missile the door.
It seems to have no effect.
Okay. Well, we can't break through anything. We just have to decide north or south, teleport, and then teleport out. Melek has spoken.
I feel like south is the way to go.
All right.
Yeah, we've already been north.
It's the end of the round. The gravity glyphs all malfunction. Everybody do a saving throw.
It's the end of the round.
If you fail, you take 6 damage.
You guys,
As
this is
we
the
know
greatest.
it.
What do we take?
Does a 10 succeed?
6
A 10
damage.
a 10 is a success.
Excellent.
Woohoo.
I do not take damage.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
All right, so several of you took damage. Several of you did not.
I feel
And,
fine.
I'm ricocheting from ceiling to floor, just going wee,
Flessa, it's your turn.
Did we take damage?
wee.
If you failed, you took 6 damage.
I sadly did.
Ow.
So several
right.
people took 6 damage. Several people.
Okay,
took
I'm drawing the rope. Go ahead, guys.
Okay.
Let's get to the
Interested
door.
in leaving this room.
Flessa, what do you want to do? You got a rope or you got a corpse? Which is more enticing?
I was first told to check the corpse, so I will do that first if I can.
Okay. Yep.
But first, I have to try to even move. A 7 probably isn't going to get me very far.
You can't go anywhere.
So I can't get to the rope or to the corpse. So I'll wait until my next time.
Hey,
All
you're having
right.
fun bouncing off the
I
roof
am.
of the
I'm
floor.
not in a hurry, you guys.
Yeah. All right, Peter, how you doing?
I rolled a 12.
Wow.
1 square.
1 square.
Use your dagger and grab the
That's
rope.
all I can
you
do.
reach for it?
Nope,
Oh,
he
it's
can't
5
reach.
feet away.
All right,
My dagger's not
Griswin.
5 feet long. Sorry. I don't know what
There's
you heard.
That is not
I'm
what I've
gonna
heard.
defer until more people get down.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Well, since I'm kind of holding the rope, I don't know if I should.
Can you grab Flessa?
Nope.
Oh,
I'm
that's a
5
good
feet away.
idea.
No,
I mean,
but
you
she
could
can move
move
one.
and try
She
to
can
grab it.
move to hold onto the rope, move 5 feet to Flessa, and then pull.
You could do that if you rolled high enough on your move.
All right.
She wants to move
well,
one.
We all have action points, and we're all about to get one if anybody is concerned.
That's true.
Yeah,
Here's
go
a-
ahead and go ahead.
Here's
and
a
burn them.
question.
Oh, yeah.
Can
I
it,
should've done that.
will a shift work if we're all floating?
You can't shift in the.
But don't shift in here,
In
man. You don't know what's going to
0G.
happen with the gravity.
That's
You're
true.
not- there are no shifting is not allowed.
You
Sorry.
don't want shifts floating around
Fair
here
enough.
with us.
Steve.
What?
Steve.
Yeah.
So help me.
Something wrong?
No.
Yes.
Did I
well,
misunderstand something? What's going on?
rather than moving, I am going to just move the rope from my right hand to my left hand,
Mhm.
and then put my right hand over and outstretched to Flessa, being like, "Here, come aboard."
Did you make an intelligence or wisdom check to let you do that?
Oh, no, but I can do that.
You'll probably be able to do that, given your wisdom modifier.
Yeah. Is it just my wisdom? It's the unmodified, right? Or it's just 5?
Yeah, D20 plus
Yeah.
your plus that.
So does this
Yep.
work like snap the whip? Are the
22.
people on the end of the rope going to hit the ceiling really hard next time?
You could move up to 3 squares if you needed to, Kay.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna move the
+1 for the rope?
and then
Sure.
and then try and get
You
Flessa
and your rope.
onto
Not my
the
rope.
rope.
We'll say you could because you're really good at navigating this 0G environment. You could pull Flessa 1 square in whatever direction you wanted.
Okay, Flessa, I'm gonna pull you north a little
right.
bit.
You're on the
Oh,
rope.
away from the corpse.
You're still same.
In addition to being peppered with arrows, that corpse has been flung against the floor and ceiling a couple times now too. So it's not mitten box anymore.
Did any coins or anything shake out of it when it bounced against
Nothing,
the roof?
nothing shiny.
Nothing that you noticed.
Potions?
Yeah, everything's full of potions of vitality now.
More
That's the-
rope?
Nope. I'll let you know when there's rope and gold. Oh.
Or golden rope.
All right.
Or golden rope.
Kay, you all set?
Ooh, golden rope.
Yeah, I'm all set.
Rizwin, you want to jump in or you want to keep waiting?
I'll keep waiting.
Acrid.
I'm gonna pull them in,
Okay.
and I ask them to grab Peter if they can on the way through.
Mhm.
Sure.
He's too far away.
I'm gonna say that you pull
Okay.
them like halfway across the chamber. It's hard. There's a bunch of them, but you're tough. So I'm gonna say you get them halfway across the chamber. How's that?
Perfect.
So
I'm
why
not
don't you
even
guys
sure where I'm at.
slide down?
How many
like
more
halfway? Like 3 or 4. Don't worry too much about it.
Okay.
We're being generous, but probably you're gonna get
Fair.
hit by gravity one more time. Melik, what do you probably either get pulled in
Oops.
or can float in?
Sorry. I don't know how
I'm
to erase
lunging
that.
straight for the glyph and touching it.
Okay.
I'm drawing
Melik,
all over the place.
Melik squeezes past Akrid and Rizwin, lunges for the glyph on the door, touches it, and disappears.
If we end the episode right now, it's a glyph hanger.
We'll find
I guess
out
we
what
can't
happens to
end
him.
it then.
Yes!
In a little while.
Oh,
All right.
terrible.
All right. Everybody do another saving throw against gravity. If you fail, you take
Am I
7
still
damage.
in the room? I didn't even see my guy.
You're
So-
in the room. Where did you put your guy?
I was down by the door. I think Akrid is
Akrid
sitting
took his
on
place.
me. So
Tony, Tony,
yeah.
Delete your guy.
that should provide a buffer against the ceiling, right? I
Tony.
should only take half damage.
What is Sarah asking? Sarah, hi.
Well, it was. I hadn't gone yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
It's okay. I'm gonna follow Milik.
Okay, you also disappear. That you don't have to make a saving throw.
Sweet.
Both of my bosses are gone.
Yes.
Yay, I can party. I'm going back for that corpse.
Steve, I literally don't know what you did with your token.
I don't know.
I think he
either.
maybe
wasn't
deleted
here.
his
Hold
guy.
on to the rope if you want. I'll wait with you.
How do I undelete a guy? This doesn't happen.
No, I think I did that last
boy.
time.
Guys, don't delete each other.
This is the
didn't do
GM's
anything.
godlike
Can't we all
powers.
just get
The
along?
world deleted me.
Hold on.
No.
I had to go to another map and copy and paste.
Stop deleting each other. I'm not deleting you. I'm not deleting you. Why
Now
are you
Erica's
deleting
gonna have
yourself?
to edit out
Stop
this
deleting
really
yourself.
boring Roll20 conversation.
No, this is
Yeah, this is
great.
all
This is
getting
gold
just
right here.
chopped.
Ding.
All right, Alestrin, you're back. If you delete yourself again, I don't know.
Dog.
you're in
I didn't
trouble.
delete myself the first time.
It's
The
unclear.
rope did it.
Agree to disagree.
All right, please stop defacing my map that I put a lot of work into.
I'm just labeling our 2 helmed horrors, Ding and Dong.
All right.
I
Did
was
everybody-
right by the door.
Yeah.
Is that where the glyph is?
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
Yep.
touch it.
All right. Did everyone who failed their saving throw take damage?
I'm just going wee
Yep.
again because I
Did
rolled
anybody
18.
fail their saving?
I'm okay.
All right. Alestrin, did you make a saving throw?
Yeah, I did. I got a 14. I'm good.
Okay. So,
Wow.
Alestrin, you touch the glyph and you disappear.
And die.
Who's
Good night,
who-
everybody.
So, I'm assuming everybody gets an action
Mhm.
before the floor and ceiling attacks again. What do you want to do,
Yep.
Peter?
I need to go get to the rope and get to the door.
You're at the door.
Okay, well then I say a brief prayer to Bahamut and touch the door.
Peter
Muhammad's name
disappears.
be praised.
Want to touch the door.
There you see it.
Kay, you're next. Let's say.
Live on the southern wall.
Okay. Well, trying to navigate under the strange dong.
It looks just like a door,
writing.
but it
Whoa,
will not
strange
open.
dong. Hey now.
Onto the strange.
Born under a
Okay.
strange dong.
I guess I will try and move towards the door and disappear.
All right, and so you do.
Woohoo.
Strange dong.
Alestrin, you're next. Did you already do
I'm
that?
out. I floated
Yeah.
away.
All right. Blessa.
My boss has touched the glyph, so I will touch the glyph.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
Akrid.
I reel in my rope and touch the glyph.
All right. So you all disappear.
And you're all dead. Good night,
The
everybody.
end.
And
Total party
guys, this
kill.
was a great
was
place to
total.
kill everybody because it's the end of the session.
Party kill.
You all appear in a hallway next to a door. Standing in a hallway.
It was the other side of the door.
You're all-
The other side of the door was in you all along.
Hope there wasn't anything good in those other rooms.
I mean, we can go back if you
Oh,
really want.
God.
Yes, let's go back. I touch whatever.
There is no glyph on this
What's
side of the
around
door.
the
On this
corner?
side, it looks like a door. Do you want to look around the corner? You're standing in a hallway beyond, presumably somewhere beyond in time and space, the room of zero gravity.
I turn to
the-
Melik and I say, I would like my 10 gold pieces. And this turns the other way.
We appear to be heading west.
So, it is about 10 minutes before we are scheduled to end. Do you guys want to explore a little bit more? I assume we'd stop before.
Yeah, let's explore.
Sure,
we
let's
stop
explore a
for
little bit
combat.
more.
Do you want to do 10 more minutes of
This is probably
exploration?
like the last
Do
session,
10
right?
minutes. Yeah.
All right.
We're totally just going to meet and kill Diane in the next 10 minutes, right?
That's right.
You might. I mean, anything could happen.
We're going to stake
Or-
Diane.
She might
or
be
he could kill all
friendly.
of you. All right. So the passageway heads to the south and then turns to the west. It looks like you have been kind of, doing the like exploring a maze by only turning right thing, where like you feel like you've kind of mapped the eastern side of this area of Undermountain, and there is no vampire on the eastern side. So
Here's your 10 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yay! All right, I give it back to you to carry for me.
Excellent.
Let me.
I can't be
reveal
I can't be
the
trusted
area
with
beyond.
gold.
so shiny.
So the passageway heads south and then curves west and
That's a
opens
big
into
hole.
a large chamber. The large chamber looks like a giant well in the middle of it.
This is
The
the
large
yawning
chamber has a
portal.
large chamber in it.
Does the ceiling
And-
have a hole in it as well?
Nope.
Rats.
I'm checking ceilings now.
Good.
Fool me 3 times.
Once, twice, 3 times the ceiling?
It looks like the passageway continues to the west. There's a set of double doors in this large chamber to the north, but there's this just immense, looks like a well in this dominating the center of this chamber.
Oh, well.
I totally
I
want
throw
to
a
pull a
coin
pin
down
and
the
just
well.
drop something in it.
All right. Acrid chucks a coin. Please note that you have one less coin. The coin falls. You don't
Was
hear
it-
anything.
Did you make
Was
a
it
wish?
glowing coin?
If she
I
tells you, it doesn't
wish-
come true.
To get my mom's killer red dragon. That's it. There we go. Nothing? No sound? I'm waiting still.
I'm waiting for
Still-
drums
yeah.
in the deep.
I believe the well had some Skype interference, so
Uh,
it has no
you,
idea what you wished for.
Hmm.
You do not
don't get
if
great perception
there's a
down there.
bottom, it's a very deep well.
I take one step further away from the well.
All right, and so you do.
Can we have Malik? Can you make a little pebble glow?
I absolutely can. The last time I did that, a gelatinous cube came out of the hole in the floor and almost killed all of us.
I'd like to point out this is a bigger hole.
I slowly
Double the
back
gelatinous
away
cube.
from the hole.
It's
I'm
more
gonna
likely
go
to
take
be
a
a
look.
gelatinous sphere this time, which
or a
is
cylinder,
yeah.
I'm going to take a look down into
I'd
the
be a little
hole.
bit
I'm
scared.
scared
All
now.
right.
I had forgotten all about that.
I'm just going to lean out over the edge and kind of check it out. What's going on down there? Empty hole.
Why don't you roll perception?
I'll do that.
I go close to him so I can grab him if he falls in.
That is a 24 perception.
You peer deep down, even with your low light vision, it appears to just go on for quite some ways, and you feel kind of a rush of cold air blow past your face as you're looking down into it.
Refreshing.
It actually feels a
Bracing.
little too cold. Yeah,
A little too cold.
a little icy.
That's not good. I am going to take a step away from the well now.
Okay.
Hey everybody,
That's wise.
it's cold down there. I see no reason why we would want to go down
Did
there.
Did the air seem like a huge monster with ice breath breathing out?
Lester, how do you feel about that air?
How do I feel? Whether it's a huge monster breathing out?
Yeah.
Was there a discernible smell to it or anything? It was just air.
I don't know. Malik, do you want to smell it?
No, I'm asking Alestrin his opinions on what he smelled.
I already perceived
I'm
it.
fine.
Tell me what I perceived. Damn it.
Just it's like an icy gale.
Oh, I don't know what that means. I don't know if vampires like cold things to sleep in. But
Cold dirt.
I suppose we can wander around a little more before doing anything with this big gaping hole in the floor.
I agree.
Do you want to go
If we-
through the north door?
Why don't we
There's
take a look at
doors,
the
too.
other areas?
Yeah, if we go north, we can wrap back. It looks like we can
What's-
wrap back to all those other doors.
What's
you
down
guys
this
were
hallway?
saying
Can we
missed.
look down this hallway some more before we go north?
You want to go west instead of north?
I would
Peter?
like to see what else is down
Young
over
man.
here. Yeah.
Okay. The hallway continues to the west a little bit and then turns north.
Okay.
Do you want to walk till we see? Yeah.
Can we peek around the corner? Just peek? See what's over there?
Yeah. Do you want to roll stealth, Peter?
I would like somebody else to roll stealth who is stealthy, because I am not stealthy.
Ooh, I'll do it.
All right.
Okay, Flessa. Peek around this corner. If
Here,
I do it,
can.
I'll just fall down and people will laugh at me. So you do it.
Okay. I rolled a 3, but that's still a 14.
All right. You peek around the corner.
Mhm.
I'm going to just show you what you see down there. It looks like there's a workshop, and there appears to be a suit of armor standing in the middle of it.
Hey, ding dong.
Oh, we
Does
can
it
just
look
lead
like
it right
it's-
into the hole.
Does it look like its face is...
we have a perfect plan for these guys.
Come
Let's just
to the
have it
hole,
follow
ding
us.
dong.
It's Flessa, it's faced away from you right now.
Okay,
We'll
so
just
I can't see
stick
if
some.
it's
We'll
glowing.
stitch
Okay.
together some cloth, stick it over
All
the
right.
hole.
Then I will back
Push it in.
away from the entrance and then whisper that to everybody else. Like, there's a suit of armor.
Well, if there's one thing I've
in a
learned from
workshop.
this session, it's that ding-dongs belong in holes. So why don't we send him around the corner?
Oh.
Just saying.
Literally the most.
Didn't start the ding-dong thing. I'm just pointing that out.
We didn't start the ding dong.
I'm gonna listen at the
It
other
was
door
always
just so that we know what's
Okay.
at the other
the
door.
world's been right.
Acrid, do you listen over there to the other door? Do you want to make a roll for that? Wow, perfect. Roll a perfect 20. Acrid, you hear. It sounds like there might be some kind of like struggle going on in the next room.
Wow.
Struggle is real.
Civil rights for kobolds is happening on the other side of that door.
Me.
You hear like it's some kind of creature, kind of like, kind of screaming a shrill, little squeaky scream.
Like it's being hurt or like it's excited.
Yeah, like, it sounds like there's some creature in pain.
I open the door.
All right.
Oh, Peter.
Leave it to a paladin.
He had to. He had
Somebody
to.
is in pain.
Kind to a
Someone's in
fault.
danger. He has to help.
We've
All
murdered
right.
like 20 people today.
But none of them
No,
screamed
it
for
generous.
pain.
was
Their
mostly armor and a
character.
gelatinous cube.
They weren't
and
squeaky.
undead creatures.
Cubes is
All
people.
right. Let me
dear.
describe the scene that you see in front of you, and this will be where we end it. So, the chamber beyond has a large, menacing-looking statue in the middle of it, which you immediately fixate on because of your shared phobia of statues. But around the chamber, there are 4 pools in the corners, and the pools on the kind of several of them contain a red liquid, and there's wraiths kind of floating in the air near or above them. But however, in the corner right near you, there is a zombie and a goblin who appear to be locked in mortal struggle. The zombie is drowning the goblin in the pool right beyond the door in front of you. And Peter, as you fling open the door and see this sight before you, the goblin seems to kind of give in to the struggle and expires in the pool.
Oh, no.
We're too late.
That's
Oh,
horrible.
I liked him.
That's
A
large.
ghostly
made-
wraith rises up from his form.
He would have made such a good sandwich artist.
to be moves on.
What will happen to our friends as they have to do battle with a wraith and some zombies and a statue? To be continued.
Cliffhanger.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.